asked to speak on behalf of Mish. I thought whether could it be because of our friendship or my English.
It's very bad.
I thought I'm going to put it to the test by, talking a bit of garbage about kaputas and put that to the test, right? So, what a lovely speech by the esteemed professor of ours on Mish, and what a good friend he is. Now, to add balance to that, I believe in balance. You can't just talk good things about people. It's about middle, something in between. You've got to say bad things, right? I'm sorry, but they've got bad politics, So, if I had to look for some bad things about Mish, and I have to say, a person is defined by how they're brought up, their family, their backgrounds and values. When Mish came here and I heard that he'd come with nothing, and he sacrificed identity, our great culture, our values, and, become a Manchester United fan. I was really absolutely horrified at that. But I'll let you off, because you are where you are because of the choices you made. If you want to change the lenses, there's always a winning side. Sports it. Now listen, I have to say, Charles, that was a wonderful speech. Again, speaking about families and values, the way you spoke, MGS came out, and your dad, a proud guy he's going to be. You keep that up, that's amazing. Now let's focus on the other side of Mish. I really was struggling to find something bad to say, but I couldn't. So let's move the Manchester United side aside and look at your good qualities. We heard in that video all about hard work, dedication, sticking to things, and building things up with nothing. How many of us came here with nothing? We had professions, we were qualified, most of us became medics. And Mish was somebody who went and did numbers. So if you ask Mish anything about numbers, the starting point is numbers. This is very good for youngsters here, by the way. This is where you can realize, because there is evidence here that you don't really need to be a doctor to be successful. Right? Yes. That is, I've got news for you. You don't need to be a doctor to be successful, do you? Yes. Good on you. To all the children here, look at this evidence. Somebody came to this country with nothing. And I remember when I was speaking to Mish, he was telling me, Wachang, it's very hard this month. We're going from credit card to credit card. And my advisory hat came on and said, what a silly thing to do. How good are you at numbers? You can't go from month to month with credit cards. But when he explained to me this concept of properties, this is how it works, and I thought, actually, this guy really doesn't know what he's talking about. He'll be fine. Roll that a few years. Not only is he fine, he's created near enough a legacy, isn't it? Now, how many people can say that in 10 years, coming here with nothing, or starting with nothing, you create a legacy like this? But more importantly, I remember the days when you took risks, calculated risks, backed by numbers. So we all have lessons to learn here that what is the point of living a life day to day, doing the same things, going to work, doing a series of tasks, coming home to an argument or something a bit more fun, and then looking back and thinking, what could it have been? So here's an example where somebody said, I have a future in mind. I'm going to take task by task, analyze it through the numbers, and do something which makes a difference. Not just now, but a lasting difference. So I would be very happy that if I say something like this, which is very rare, there are many role models I wish I had met. One person I never met was somebody who thinks numerically as a business person. So us youngsters here, you youngsters, very lucky to have somebody who has achieved this task. So I'd encourage you to actually go and work and see the alternatives to medicine, the alternatives to the legal, financial, whatever professions, and see that these can be achieved. It is a great achievement the lessons I've learned from Mish are, yes, of course, you can work hard and achieve a lot, but also working too hard leads to hair loss. But you've been lucky that way, you know. So yes, to summarize, I would say it has been a pleasure knowing you, but most importantly, I'm very glad our children know that somebody like you is around for them. Yes. And just as Chafika said, my great respect for your father, who hasn't been able to see this. He'd be a very proud man, just like your mother is, and we all are. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.